The Oklahoma State Treasurer's Office says increased oil and gas production taxes have pushed gross revenue collections into positive territory, up 2% from a year ago. In fact, gross production on oil and natural gas has generated $66 million, which is an increase of 41% over last year. That economic engine is powering many business sectors, but perhaps it is most pronounced when it comes to housing. This scene illustrates what is now apparent. Oklahoma is bouncing back from the Great Recession of just a few years ago. A surge in oil and gas production is fueling a housing boom. When the 2009 recession sliced into the state economy, there was a 45% decrease in home starts in Oklahoma City. Today, the recovery has come full circle.
Since 2011, Metropolitan Oklahoma City probably will pull about 6,200 permits this year. Since 2011, that's a 45% increase in starts.
Tulsa is also enjoying an economic rebound in the housing market.
There's more home building going on in Tulsa right now than there has been since 2008, which is great. And it's widespread across the whole metro area and across all price ranges. But we're basically seeing this year 28% increase in new home starts over 2012, and 2012 was a 30% increase over 2011.
Jeff Smith is president of the Greater Tulsa Home Builders Association. He joined other builders around the state at the annual Oklahoma Building Summit in Midwest City. There was an upbeat mood among the attendees because housing starts are steadily increasing each month.
Price ranges from $150,000 starter home to $1 million plus custom home. There are customers out every weekend that are looking and asking and talking to their bank to get financing and ready to break ground.
Jeff Click Homes is building houses in northwest Oklahoma City. The company has 25 to 30 homes under construction or contract at any given time. How's business?
Right now, I choose my wording carefully because I'm thankful for the blessing of so much business right now, but we're almost too busy.
The Oklahoma City Chamber of Commerce says each month 150 new businesses are opening in the metro and 2,500 new people are moving into the area. Click says his clientele reflects the influx.
We build more of a contemporary style product, so it resonates with a younger demographic, often the kind of employees that are being brought here, not necessarily fresh out of college, but perhaps a few years out of college who have done rather well for themselves early on in their career. And because housing is so affordable in Oklahoma City, perhaps where they've been renting elsewhere in the country, they can more affordably buy something new and nice here.
If builders have anything to complain about, it's not having a labor force to meet the housing demand.
There's been a real problem with labor shortage, getting the skilled trades in to do the work, which has really put a lot of pricing pressures on the home builders. Unless we're able to solve this some of this labor shortage we have, it's going to get tougher and tougher on us as an industry.
The city of Enid is feeling an acute labor shortage, and it's not just in construction. The Enid unemployment rate is minuscule at 2.2%, one of the lowest rates in the nation.
I mean, our demand for truck drivers, for on-site workers, construction workers, everything has just exploded.
Home builder David Ritchie says Enid is experiencing a housing shortage because of the oil boom in the area.
The oil companies have come in and they've leased everything from Pawnee to Alva and from the Kansas line down through Garfield County.
Ritchie says in the next 24 months, Enid anticipates a shortage of 330 single-family homes. Multi-family housing is also needed. This apartment complex was the last one built in Enid, and that was in 2011. It is always at capacity with a waiting list for would-be tenants. With more and more people moving to Enid, the school district is growing rapidly.
We actually recently completed $99 million worth of improvements on all of our schools, built 2 new elementary schools, built an addition at our high school, which is a university center for Enid.
Amber Fitzgerald is the Communications and Human Resource Director for Enid Public Schools. She says the district has 1,400 more students than it did in 2008. Because of that, they have hired 170 new teachers in the last 2 years. and that has posed a unique
But on
problem.
top of that, we're actually experiencing that they're having difficulties finding a place to live, either to buy or to rent in our community. So we're helping teachers make other arrangements. In the past, we actually have had a number of teachers who would have joined the district if they'd found a place to live, and unfortunately we were not able to employ them.
A study done by Enid's Regional Development Alliance says an additional 400 rental units will be needed in the next 24 months. Part of that need will come from temporary workers flooding the Enid housing market. Koch Industries will need 800 people to expand its nitrogen plant in the next 3 years.
The upgrade to that plant's going to cost $1 billion. Most people can't conceive $1 billion. I mean, I don't even know if Garfield County's got a valuation of $1 billion.
Enid's economic study shows that the rapid increase in the business climate, the need for more housing and new construction is here for the long run.
We need employees. If this goes out to any place wide and far, there are a lot of jobs. We've got a very low unemployment rate. If you can pass a drug test, you can get employed in Enid in a heartbeat.